Hey everybody, this is George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. This week I've got a product review from Contour Design, and Contour is all about creating ergonomic devices for operating your computer. They make all sorts of things, but the one thing that you guys could find useful is their ShuttlePRO and their shuttle. They were kind enough to send me a ShuttlePRO to review. Actually, I picked it up in person at the NAMM show back in, January. Sorry guys, just finally getting to review this thing. But what is the ShuttlePRO for, and who's it for? What does it do, I should say? The ShuttlePRO is a device that allows you to operate your software without having to concentrate on using the keyboard and your mouse. So it can replace the keyboard and it can partially replace the mouse, but not completely. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I've got a ShuttlePRO right here on my desk. And the ShuttlePRO uses a software package in conjunction with it to act as a liaison between this device and the software. And the reason that's crucial is all of the keys that are on this unit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the shuttle and jog controls, all of those keys are customizable. You'll notice nothing has a label on it. That's because everything can be customized to your liking. And all of these silver keys here, or these clear ones, can be labeled specifically. You can pop little labels underneath. You can take these lids off, put labels underneath, so that you can label them for a specific software, which when you're learning how to use it is helpful. Once you've got this thing down in your memory banks and you have all the keys locked into your head, you won't even look at the labels anymore. It'll be completely touch operated. In this case, I'll have the shuttle on the left and my mouse on the right. And so if you have a technique down with this tool where you've got all the common keystrokes that you would ever need already mapped onto this unit, you will not have to mess with the keyboard. That could be a real time saver depending on how you use your system. So one great thing about Contour is they pre-program with a whole bunch of different profiles many of the softwares you guys would ever want to use, certainly far more than most any voice actor would need. This thing is something that was designed to be used by DJs, producers, video editors. It can be used for a lot of different things, as you can see by all these profiles. But what's cool is they created a profile for TwistedWave, because when I met them back at the NAMM show, I told them it'd be really awesome to use this thing with TwistedWave. So there you go. I don't even have to program it myself. You can program it yourself. You can go through and you can set up all the buttons on the unit to do whatever you want for whatever program that you want. But it's certainly nice that they have it already ready to go with TwistedWave. So let me show you an example of a keystroke setup that you could do with this unit. You could, for example, let's look through the button list and see what there's something that I would want to use a lot. Amplify. Amplify is something that I would want to use a lot. Now, to understand which key on the unit is amplify, just click on the button item in this list and you'll see an image of the buttons, and the button that is assigned to it will be lit up. So that will help you learn which button does what. It does take some training and some practice to get this into your head and then get it into your fingers. So there's going to be a muscle memory thing that you're going to eventually have that's going to make this a very efficient and fast tool. But at first, it's going to feel new, awkward, and it's going to take some training. So you do have to give yourself time with this. But let's make F, or they've already actually made F button number 11. Well, I like to bring up that tool a lot in TwistedWave. So let's find something I might want to adjust the level on. Let's say I want to knock down the level on breaths by a certain amount. So I'll set my amplify to -6. Now, normally I would have to bring up the amplify tool by pressing F, then hitting enter on the keyboard every time I want to use it. But let's just highlight the breath with the mouse, hit 11 for amplify, and oh, wait a minute, I need to hit enter now. That means I'd have to press the keyboard. Well, that's awkward. Let's just make a keystroke assigned to one of the buttons be the enter key. So let's find a button we're not using for something else. How about button 12? All right, button 12. Right now, button 12 is used to do something else, zoom in. So I'm going to reassign that to the enter key. So I'm going to type keystroke as my option. And you can see there are a huge list of options. You can even assign mouse clicks volume controls, scroll controls. There's a lot of ways you can control, a lot of things you can do even on the mouse from this unit. I'm just going to choose a keystroke, and I'm going to assign the keystroke enter. The actual key is going to be enter. Now I can't type the enter key on the keyboard to assign it because then it would actually apply the enter key to the application. So they give you a drop-down menu for very specific functions that you can't otherwise press. And one of those is enter. And now we'll check it out and see if that works in TwistedWave. Make a selection. I want to change the volume. Bam, there you go. Make a selection. Very, very quick. So that's just an example. There's, of course, the shuttle and the jog controls, or is it the shuttle, and the jog controls? I always get them confused. That you can use to jump forward and backward. There are a lot of different keystrokes already pre-programmed. In this particular case, the space bar for start and stop is the center button. So,
stair lock. For accounts and head office, press 1.
Okay. So it's really cool for people that like ergonomics, like being able to customize things, don't want to just stick with the status quo, and they want to do it their own way. It's a beautiful accompaniment to TwistedWave or any editor or video program or many of the different programs that come on the Mac. And it is, of course, also Windows compatible as well. That's the Contour ShuttlePRO from Contour Designs. If you want to check them out, they're available right on their website at $109, but they're also available on many different retail stores like Amazon and such. So for those who like efficiency and ergonomics, I can really highly recommend the ShuttlePRO. If the ShuttlePRO has too many buttons, they make a basic shuttle that has less controls. It's much more simplified. So if you just really like the jog shuttle and maybe a couple of buttons, you can also check that one out. And it's almost half the price. So that's an alternative for you too. Thanks for watching Whittam's World this week. I really appreciate you guys coming in. If you've got a product idea you'd like to see reviewed, or if you have a technical question, which is what this show was founded on, and you'd like me to answer it, please send it in to whittamsworld@edgestudio.com. If you have tech support needs, head on over to vostudiotech.com and check out the huge list of services. I've got an amazing tech team, in addition to myself, waiting to help you out with your issues. Thanks again for watching. This has been George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. See you next time.